Dry aged steak. Everybody loves it. I mean, well, most everybody loves it. Everybody should love dry aged steak. What do we not like about dry aged steak? The cost. The cost of dry aged steak is ridiculous. Just to buy a hunk of meat is crazy. Point in case, right here. New York strip roast. We are looking at 12.95 pounds right here. Regular retail is $109.05. Pretty damn expensive. But it's a cheaper option for cutting your own steaks. There ain't no bones in here. There's nothing you can't get through with a good sharp knife. Why not make your own steaks, right? Why not dry age them? Several options for dry aging. A lot of people use cheesecloth, give them a whiskey bath. Got to have a climate controlled fridge. Set the right temperature. Humidity kind of plays a factor. A lot of people buy a dry aging refrigerator. They're pretty expensive. I found using the Umai dry aging bags. They're not cheap either. You're looking at about 30 bucks for 3 of these bags. But that's 3 roasts. You can dry age for 10 bucks. Look how big these bags are. You can fit a boneless prime rib in one of these. You can fit a brisket in one of these if you just want to get adventurous and do a dry aged brisket. I've done it. It also comes with one of these. We call it a mouse. It's just a piece of fiber that you're going to put right at the end of the bag, somewhere it's going to be sealed. And because this bag is smooth and regular countertop vacuum sealer needs to have a porous surface. That's what this is for. Anyway, these bags are designed to allow you to dry age a cut of meat in the fridge, any fridge. Only recommendations are that you use a cookie sheet. Sorry, I had it buried. And put a rack in it like this. That way, there's air circulation all the way around that roast while it's drying. Vacuum seal it, put it in the fridge. You can flip it. You don't have to flip it. You can turn it over from time to time. And you just let it go. The longest I've went so far is about 39 days, and I couldn't stand it anymore, and I cut it out and made steaks out of it. This one I'm shooting for 45 days. Part of that time I'll be on vacation, so it'll be easy. The cool thing is I get it in the bag, put it in the fridge, one of those two right there, out here in the outdoor kitchen, and just forget about it. I'll put a date on it, and I'll weigh it on my scales just before I start. It just gives me an idea of how much weight it's lost, so you know that it has dried. And it's amazing. Y'all gonna enjoy this. They turn black, they shrink. New York strip is not the best cut because it's gonna be, by the time it's done, it's this thick right now, it's gonna be about this thick. But I'm gonna cut them about that thick also. They'll be about 1.5 pound, 3/4 steaks. I'm only planning on getting 6 steaks out of this and cutting the ends off of it off, and all of the trim that comes off. It'll either end up chopped and into a pot of chili, or I'll grind it up and I'll I'll add it to a hamburger. It makes a killer hamburger. Stay tuned. It's going to be a little bit choppy, but I'm going to get this opened up and I'll show you after it's in the bag. But because of the fact that I do not have a camera person, it's all on the tripod. I'll probably cut back in after it's in the bag. Roll the ends of the bag down, keep them clean. You want to get a sanitary transfer from the cryovac that it's in, cut it open, slide it directly into your Umai bag. And you want to keep that edge that's going to be sealed absolutely clean. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, I've got the bag open and I've got the top of it cut out and I've got it peeled back. Just like this. I've got my bag here. It's my Umai bag. Can you see there? I've got the top of it rolled back down so that my sealing surface is going to be absolutely clean. And what I will do, sorry about this, but it's going to be off camera, is I'll slip this bag right down over it. Then I'll flip everything upside down and I'll shake it down in there. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, here we go. Got the bag over the top of it here. Still got my bag that came in the cryovac bag right there. Still make a mess and I'm sitting down, but for the sake of YouTube, we'll just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna peel the original bag off, or down. My wife helps me clean up the kitchen when I'm done. And this really isn't the kitchen, this is my barbecue area. So, y'all thank her. If you ever run into her, say, Natalie, thank you for helping go out and cleaning stuff up when he's done making a mess. All right, here we go. Just about. Wait a minute. Yep, got that end out, got that end out. All the way to the bottom. There goes the blood right in the lap. Anyway, look at here. That's what we're worried about, a clean transfer. All right, I can't stress this enough, and I am not sponsored by, endorsed, or paid by Lysol. But you cannot be safe enough when you're messing with raw meat, especially if you're gonna be dry aging. Keep your work surfaces clean. Your family and friends, especially the ones that are going to enjoy your barbecue, they will thank you for it. It's a bad thing. See, botulism, E. coli, food poisoning, I don't care what you want to call it. It's all bad. And you could have an area that you think's clean and you wipe it down and you didn't sanitize it. You always risk somebody getting sick. Look at that right there. You can't see a whole lot of it, but anyway, it yellowed out. Wipe this stuff down. Let it air dry before you go on to your next step. Your family will thank you for it. Okay, we got our surfaces cleaned again. I apologize, it looks like I'm looking off to the right. I'm not used to looking over here where the camera eye is. Maybe I need to move it. Flip it over. But we're getting ready to vacuum seal. Woo! Cheers, Uncle Mike. Got my roast in my bag. Now you will notice, and it's going to be on anything that's boneless, it's got some crevices like right here. This is why you want to do a clean transfer from the bag that it's in to the bag that you're going to vacuum seal it and dry age it in. You don't want anything touching any of this mess in here, especially when this is going to close back up when we vacuum seal it. You want no bugs in there at all, y'all. This is an easy process and it's very safe as long as you stay clean about it. So I'm going to cut video and we'll jump back again when we're ready to vacuum seal it. show you how we do that. I remembered one thing before we cut to vacuum sealing it. They recommend that you take the end of this bag because it's going into it. They were made to go into a countertop vacuum sealer like my food saver. You want to crinkle this up and give this bag some texture. It will, with those wrinkles, help it and allow it to suck more air out before it gets down to pressure. Because every one of those wrinkles, excuse me, gives the air a place to go. And you want to get all the air out of here you can. So, we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're ready to seal her up. Got her in the bag. Bag's been trimmed to length. Got a mouse, which is going to go in here just like this. We're going to scoot her up in there. And we are going to square that up. Just like that. We're going to close that. We're going to put it on the moist setting. Vacuum and seal. This part takes a minute. I apologize. Go ahead and push her up there so the vacuum's not trying to drag her. You can hear the vacuum sealer pick it up and pitch. There it goes. That's what you want to hear. Tick tock, tick tock. Sorry, we can't. There we go. Unlock her. I do not trust one seal. That's a nice seal. You can see it, they got a clean line all the way through. I will go ahead and shove her in there just a little bit farther. You don't have to run your vacuum to hit the sealer. Seal it one more time. And that's it. We're ready to go. All right, y'all. This is the hardest part of the whole process. I said 45 days, and we're gonna go 45 days. Waiting 45 days for this to come out is excruciating for me. But we're gonna do it. What is today? Today is the 27th of August. So, around about 45 days, we'll be back. We'll pull this out of the refrigerator. I'll probably post a couple of videos in process just so you can see what this looks like as it sits in the fridge. It's just gonna sit in the fridge, just like this. That's how easy dry aging can be with these Umai bags. It's not perfectly vacuumed down. It doesn't need to be. It's sealed. It's in its own safe little environment. The cool thing about these bags is it will allow moisture to escape. If you want to easier clean up, throw a little bit of coarse salt in the bottom of this. Anything that comes out of the bag will land in that salt. It'll just turn brown. You'll have almost minimum funky smell in your fridge. Thankfully for me, we've got fridges out here that I just put it in and I don't gotta worry about it. And the wife will not complain. She will clean up behind me, but when things smell bad, she doesn't like it. But she does like a good edge steak. So we'll cut off for now. We'll cut back in a couple of weeks. I'm getting ready to go on vacation. So thankfully that's a couple of weeks. I can't worry about it. It'll just be sitting here waiting for me. If you want to do a dry aged steak, try it. I guarantee you won't like it.